Wonder Woman puts him into the lasso, forces him to say Shazam, and he breaks apart. And then she just murks him. She murks a kid, bro. Bro, why is Wonder Woman devious in every universe, bro? She be straight about action. It's Moof the Lazy God, and you already know who it is.
No, we don't.
And like promised, we coming back with another DC banger. So we start off with fake Naruto. I mean, Barry Allen trying to wave down a car for his mama because her car broke down. And not gonna lie, I need me some Nora Allen because she is bad. Maybe I just like blonde milfs. Like, god damn, they ain't have to make them that big. I ain't have to make them that big. But I ain't complaining. So bro starts getting a lecture from his mama that he doesn't understand. And I'm in the same boat with him. I don't understand either, nigga. But basically what she said was, we don't need to chase somebody down. We can do it ourselves. Let's go to that gas station and see if we can find a phone. Then it just jump cuts to a random scene. Weird pacing. One Piece pacing. But anyways, bro comes from school and he sees his mama passed out. He sees his mama laid out, bro. Loot all over the floor. Somebody one-tapped her. So it cuts to the future, then we see at bro's mama's grave, and as you can see, he's still missing her, bro. Trust me, bro, I know how that feels. So Flash gets a call from the Justice League that a bunch of boo-boos happened at his museum and that he needs to take care of it. So he goes straight to do that, and then we see this no-name hero from the Silver Age. I don't know who this guy is. He starts throwing exploding tops like they Beyblades or something. Bro, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. But it turns out they strong as heck because they managed to knock Flash off of his feet. So Flash gets back up and he has to face Heat Wave and Mirror Master. Bro, who are these dudes? Bro, this dude Rogue's Gallery sucks. Then he gets hit by Captain Boomerang and Captain Cold pulls up as well. Yeah, there was just no creativities in the Silver Age. Anyways, none of these guys are a real match, or so we thought, because Captain Cold and Captain Boomerang managed to capture Flash in place, and he can't vibrate out of it. But it turns out it was the reverse Flash plan the entire time. But Barry Allen ain't going out like no soft dude. He ain't going out like no jit. He manages to capture reverse Flash inside of the goop from Captain Boomerang's boomerang. So now they both have to figure out a way out of it before it explodes. So the Justice League pull up and each member figures out a way to take off the bomb. And Superman is such a G, he just straight up absorbs the impact. Yeah, that's my boy. Cyborg hacks his, Wonder Woman freezes hers, and Aquaman gets microorganisms to eat his. Also, the way that Flash gets out of his is completely ridiculous. He vibrates his hand and creates a wind burst attack. He thinks he's a Pokemon. But anyways, it actually works and it makes the bomb malfunction. I'm pretty sure that's not how that works in real life. The plot shenanigans is crazy, but whatever. And they all succeed, arresting Reverse Flash. But before Reverse Flash gets locked up, he has to get in bro's head. He manages to say something to him that convinces Flash that he wants to try something different. So bro tries to go back in time, but he ends up not really doing that. I guess he went into an alternate universe where he's not the Flash. He doesn't have any powers. So bro just ends up falling down some stairs like a goofy and sees his mom right in front of him, well and alive, because in this universe she's alive. So bro's trying to figure out what's wrong with him. He's trying to figure out why he doesn't have his powers, and his mom cuts him off and says it's probably because you're gay. Like, bro, what? Bro didn't even try and deny it, but at least she would accept him either way. Bro tries to tell his mom he's the Flash, but the Flash doesn't exist in this world. Bro, did you not just see what happened when you tried your powers? Nothing happened. So his mom just ends up laughing at him and he looks like a goofy. So we cut to Gotham, and you know it's not Gotham without that signature red sky, blimps, and mad lights beaming out the sky. You didn't have to tell me it was Gotham. I already knew what it was. So we cut to the Batman in this universe, and he's fighting, I don't even know who this is, some kind of weird Harley Quinn. But anyways, she low-key smacking him around, and he almost falls off the building. Bro is not keeping up. She's really putting belt to his ass. Bro manages to get some lucky punches in, and it turns the whole table. So her behind works for the Joker, and he wants to know where Joker put Harvey Dent. But it turns out she doesn't even know. And she says even if she did know, he's probably already unalived. And that's when he responds with the coldest quote, "Then so are you," and tosses her off the building. He tosses her like she's Kermit, like she's a rag doll. But before she can flop and hit the bottom of the ground like Black Cat in Web of Shadows, Cyborg comes to play Captain Saberho. He comes to play White Knight, and he saves her before she splats on the ground. So anyways, Cyborg gives a debrief. He gives exposition and explains explains to Batman what's going on, basically. Which Batman should already know, but whatever. Basically, Wonder Woman and the Themyscira people, the Amazons, whatever, and Aquaman and the Atlantis and Atlanteans or whatever are going to war. So they got this junk like Axis versus Allies, and Cyborg and Batman is the gray area in between that's trying to stop them two from taking over the world. So Flash pulls up on Batman in the Batcave because he thinks that he's the only option, just to get sucker punched. But while this version of Batman is beating his ass senseless, he figures out that this version is Thomas Wayne and not Bruce Wayne. His father lived in this universe and Bruce passed. So we cut to the Amazons, and the Amazons are walking someone down. They straight dog walking him, but he's trying to escape, but he never gets the chance because Wonder Woman pulls up perfectly on cue, aura farming. She puts the lasso of truth around his neck and starts playing hangman, and she literally unalives him, lifts him up to the sky, but not before she figured out what she needed to know. She knows Cyborg's plan and that they're planning on intervening, and now she's ready to stop it. So then we cut to Lex Luthor and Slade. Apparently the Atlanteans have a device that can tear apart an entire continent, so they're trying to confront that device to destroy it. But before they get a chance, the Atlanteans ambush them, and it was not looking pretty. Slade and Lex Luthor had a whole team, but by the end of the ambush, it would literally just be them two. But I guess I spoke too soon, because they would get executed as well. You know it's serious when Aquaman has Black Manta on his side. He even has his brother. So we cut back to the Bat and Flash, trying to recreate the same scenario that gave him his powers. He puts himself in the electric chair next to a bunch of chemicals to try and repeat it, but it doesn't work. He puts himself on fire. He turns himself into the Human Torch. But luckily, the big bat saves his life. And you know what his crazy behind says again? We gotta try it another time. Second time's the charm. And I guess luck on his side, because it actually worked. The second time he finally gets his powers. And how do we know? Well, that's because the big bat almost gets crucified. He almost falls on a spear. Bro about to get a Lara Croft death scene. This is not Tomb Raider though, because Flash comes in last second and saves him. He proves he's a speedster. So now the goal is to use his powers to go back in time and fix what he did, though he doesn't know it's him yet. But he can't access enough speed. That's because the Reverse Flash is also in this timeline. So they just decide they're gonna need recruitments. They're gonna need recruitments for the war, since they're just gonna have to fight that instead because Flash can't go back in time. So they're looking for Superman, but he can't be found. And that's because the government got a hold of him instead. They've been keeping him in a laboratory. They turned him into a lab rat, just conducting experiments on him. So Flash, Batman, and Cyborg break him free. And they would break him out just in time because the government is not here to play. They figured out that he broke out Supes, and they are trying to fight. Fight for what? Because this Superman is a couch potato. Bro ain't got no type of meat on his bones. Anyways, it wouldn't matter. Flash would disable all of their weapons. Then Big Dog Superman just finishes off what he started. May not be exactly like ours, but he's still a good person. Maybe. I don't know. He laser beams a bunch of people. Anyways, so World War III starts. We got the Atlanteans versus the Amazons, and it's getting crazier. They're bringing out mythical beasts, technology we've never seen. They're straight violating each other. But then the team of interveners try and stop them. They come in. So Shazam is multiple people in this universe instead of just one kid. And they just get straight violated. Wonder Woman puts him into the lasso, forces him to say Shazam, and he breaks apart. And then she just murks him. She murks a kid, bro. Bro, why is Wonder Woman devious in every universe, bro? She be straight about action. So we figure out we got all these no-name heroes. We figure out the reason we got Black Manta, Ocean Dude, whatever on his side. We got all these Amazons, mythological beasts. We got Shazam. We got the Flash. We got everybody fighting in this World War III event. We got the US Army. We got everyone fighting in this global catastrophe for no reason, bro. So we figure out while Aquaman is fighting Wonder Woman, and honestly, Aquaman should not be on Wonder Woman's level, but we figure out the reason why they're fighting is over the stupidest thing ever, bro. Aquaman and Wonder Woman had a relationship together, but it turns out Aquaman was still married, and his wife catches him cheating. So what does Wonder Woman decide to do? She decides to murk his wife, just straight off her. Bro, you telling me we got millions, billions dying over adultery? Nah, this is crazy. This is a violation. We got Black Manta losing his life. We got guy with the red mask losing his life, whatever his name is. We got Batman damn near about to lose his life. And guess who's enjoying the show? Reverse Flash. Bro came up cold. Bro came up sipping tea, just enjoying the show. This dude's crazy. Whole world's about to end, and he comes up sipping tea like he's Sukuna or something. Bro's trying to aura farm. But anyways, bro starts running, so Did it really matter? So they're running all across the city, and Reverse Flash is antagonizing and teasing him the whole time. He's giving him subtle hints until finally he says the monologue and just explains it clearly. It's not him who ruined this world, it's you. Your one selfish act ruined this world, and now you have to live with it. So he impales Flash's leg. Bro gives the absolute best dialogue about how selfish that was. It almost made me laugh. No, it did make me laugh. So anyways, Wonder Woman murks Aquaman, but before Aquaman leaves this earth, he sets off the nuke. He's ready to blow it up, so it might look like the world has no hope, like it's over. But Batman murks Reverse Flash. He knows that Flash is the only hope. Get back to your timeline, save the world, do everything you can, everything in your power. With Reverse Flash out of the way, there's nothing stopping Flash from breaking the time barrier anymore. But before Flash could leave, Batman makes sure to give him a letter. So he starts running. He's injured, he's broken, he's hurt, but he needs to beat that nuke, and he does, just barely. So he goes back, he pays respects to his mom, pays respects to his girlfriend, but most importantly, he pays respects to his universe Batman, which is Bruce Wayne. He gives him the letter, and he instantly knows that's his father's handwriting. And this is one of the rare times we actually see bro show emotion. He gets sentimental and thanks Flash for this. It was a beautiful moment. Honestly, Bruce deserves more moments like this. But anyways, that's the end of the movie, the end of the Flashpoint paradox. If you enjoy, bro, make sure you leave a subscribe. And if you didn't, hopefully you enjoy the next one. We got a lot more coming up.
I know that the movie and it ain't quick. Don't get sad cause move didn't quit. You don't gotta get that in a throw fit. Just hit the sub button and I remember you. Just hit the sub button and I remember you. Just hit the sub button and I remember you.